Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Tell Me More About Your Sneakers. So we're doing a little bit different location today. I left my laptop at home, so I couldn't get my audio recording right. So we're at my inside my actual office where I see my patients. So we're gonna do a little bit different. We're just gonna do the same kind of thing. So today's episode is the first one post-COVID. We're just trying to get back to rocking and rolling. But if my voice falters out on me a little bit, that's why we're getting back. So today we're going to talk about a topic that a lot of people ask me about, which is, am I feeling sad or am I actually depressed? You know, when we talk about basic human emotions, we break it down into I'm feeling sad, mad, glad, scared, and worried. Right? Those are our four basic kind of things. When I ask 6-year-olds how they're feeling, they're like, what do you mean? That's what I do. Sad, mad, glad, scared, worried. When we talk to people and they're like, oh, I'm so depressed, I'm so sad, we want to make a distinction between sadness and clinical depression, because they're totally different things, right? Because we're supposed to feel sad, right? We're supposed to feel happy, we're supposed to feel scared, we're supposed to feel mad. But when does it become too much? When does it become like, hey, you need to get help, right? So clinical depression is when we have situations like I'm feeling sad and to the point that I've lost interest in things I enjoy. Nothing brings me pleasure anymore. I feel tremendous guilt about things. I feel like I'm a burden to people. Energy is just totally lacking. And ability to concentrate, ability to make basic decisions like what socks do I wear in the morning, which shirt do I wear in the morning, become almost impossible. Appetite can either kind of go up totally and we start eating everything in sight, or the opposite, we just stop eating as a whole. Appetite is just totally shot and we drop all this weight. And the other aspect is sometimes we'll feel totally sluggish to the point that we feel like we have bowling balls attached to our legs, or we have a weight on our shoulders and we're just feeling physically weighed down and we're just moving, slugging, we're moving through jello. And then the other aspect about it is sleep. Sleep gets totally thrown off. Again, it can be sleeping way too much, like 14, 15, 16 hours a day, or just not able to sleep at all, or really having trouble with sleep. So, or just, being unable to go to sleep, or just sleeping through the night just totally gets thrown off. And then the other aspect that really differentiates, I'm feeling sad versus I'm clinically depressed, is these feelings of hopelessness, helplessness, feeling worthless. And then the last part when we're talking about depression is suicidal thoughts. When we talk about suicidal thoughts, there's a wide spectrum of what we talk about, right? So we have on one end of the spectrum, we have things like, oh, I wish, maybe it'd be okay if I didn't wake up in the morning. Or, maybe it'd be okay if I wasn't born. And then it kind of progresses a little bit to maybe it'd be okay if something happened to me. And then it progresses a little bit more into something like, there's a point where it says I kind of wish I was dead, right? And this is where it becomes that, now we're thinking about suicide versus passive death wish into more suicidal ideation, into more I want to do something. And then I'm actually thinking of something to do, and then I have this intent and this plan and acts to do something. So that's when we talk about suicidal ideation, that spectrum. And then, that's the major difference between I'm depressed and I'm sad. If you do really poorly on a test, or you do really, something happens at work and you feel sad, that's okay. If you feel like you want to kill yourself and you're let me go and overdose on something, that's a little bit different. And that's where you need to get that help, and where you need to really kind of seek out professional help. And again, this is one of those times where I say hey, if you're having any kind of thoughts of suicide, or if you're in danger at all, I will have the link to the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. Please call 911, call the emergency room, make sure that you're doing okay and being safe. So again, always make sure that you're safe. Safety is number one priority. Feeling down, feeling blue. This is a little segue into the sneakers that are on my feet today. So let me grab those. what I have today is the Jordan 13, but this is the Hyper Royal Varsity Blue Orlando Magic version, or whatever we want to call it. So Jordan 13s are famous for a lot of reasons. They were in He Got Game. So there's the Jordan 13, the He Got Game with the movie with Ray Allen, Denzel Washington. They were in there. They were the shoes that Michael Jordan was wearing during his last championship run with the Bulls. It wasn't the 14s are what he wore when he hit the famous last shot, but the 13s were what he was using going in that run up to there. So these came out actually over the weekend. This is a specific colorway, black and blue. They have this awesome looking kind of like this pattern over here. The 13s are another Tinker Hatfield creation. They were designed to look like a jaguar or a panther, that black cat nickname that Michael Jordan had. So it looks kind of like the feet of that. The other fun thing about it is it's got that hologram on there. A little blurry on the camera, but it's got that, you can see it. So that 23 hologram with the Air Jordan kind of symbol logo on there as well. It's really cool looking. There's this black and white kind of like plate on here. It looks really cool, like when you're looking at it in person. So, and then you have that blue suede that goes along. Everybody, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, hit me up. Let me know what we're doing, or how we're doing, or if we want anything in particular, and we'll make it happen. All right, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.